James with OnlineCarShow.net. Well, got another Vette-Lights mod for y'all today. We've got an interior lighting kit for the Corvette C6. So without hesitation, let's get this video started. Well, as y'all know, I've really been enjoying the Vette-Light mods. So far, we've replaced the side markers, the tail lights, the fog lights. I've replaced the trunk lights. So this just continues that journey. I believe this is the interior lighting kit, which will contain the Footwell and the overhead dome light that's on the rear view mirror. Also contains, I think, a trunk lighting kit that almost replaces all the lights in the car. I'm not sure if there's overhead visor LEDs. And then of course I've got the headlights. That's the last two things that are incandescent bulbs in the car. Everything else has been replaced now with LED, including the LED license plate lights, reverse lights. This continues that journey. I've really enjoyed it. You know, it just adds a little touch to the vehicle, having, you know, a true white light instead of an incandescent bulb. Should add a little bit of brightness. They do have two brightness options, by the way. This is just the standard is what I opted for. I may upgrade in the future to the brighter set, but they do have two brightness options, those that don't want to go crazy bright. The other benefits of LEDs, of course, they burn less power on your battery. So if you're in your car with the battery, you know, the car off, the motor off, and you're using your interior lights, it'll burn a little bit less power. It's just a real nice mod. It adds a little touch to the car. I've really enjoyed the LED lighting so far. I think it kind of updates, you know, a 10-year-old car. Also, real quickly, if y'all don't mind, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. As I always say, it helps my videos to keep growing and helps support my channel. And I can't say thank you enough for that. So let's go ahead and bust the packaging open, see what we're working with, and I'll go over tools for the job.
All right, well, let's see what we got in the package here. That thing is sharp. Eventually get in there. Let's see what we've got. Oh, he labeled them all for me real nicely. We've got the glove box light. Really nice looking LED there. I'll open them up here in a second for y'all. Ooh, and then we've got them all three organized real nice. We got the Footwell. We've got the map light. These are different than any of the ones I've seen online. A little bit better quality, real nice. And we've got the trunk or hatch light. Got the map lights, Footwell, the trunk, and the glove box. These are all a little bit better quality than some of the stuff I've seen online. These are pretty standard. This is your trunk light, which will be really bright. It's going to intensify how much light you have back there, which is really nice. And I think this is the Footwell lights. You want to make sure, it looks like LEDs are only on one side, so we want to make sure in the install that we have those pointing outward, of course. And then we've got the glove box light. So this will help, you know, on a dark night trying to reach inside your glove box. Hopefully not getting a ticket, but being able to have, you know, higher intensity lighting in there would definitely come in handy. Just wanted to go over the tools with y'all, and actually after the fact, because originally I just had these two tools. What I found though, this wasn't really helpful. The needle nose. Watched another YouTube video where he used this. I had a real difficult time just because of the angle of the teeth. I do recommend going with like a pliers and then taking your pliers using the wide setting like that. That way you've got a good even teeth and good bite. Just a disclaimer here, you will be using this to take off bulbs, so you want to be really careful and gentle. And also there's electricity involved, so you might disconnect the battery, or just be extra careful and try not to touch the metal as you're pulling out bulbs and stuff. The other thing I did change on this is, you can see I had just these two with the plastic. I did have a difficult time taking off some of the interior push pins from GM. So I went to a metal one and it worked much better. So I recommend using both those. These should be the only tools you'll need for the entire job though.
As you can see, there isn't really much to these. They are a lot different looking, of course, the incandescent bulbs. They are gonna last longer is another benefit you're gonna have off of them. So let's go ahead and jump into the install.
Just to give you all an example of the before here, y'all can see the incandescent kind of yellow bulb. But it's decently bright. Let me turn off the GoPro light here. You get a little bit of light here, but we're gonna get a lot more. All right, well, to get this one off, all we really need to do is find, well, maybe I can just do it with my fingernail. Yep, you don't even need a pry tool, do it with your fingernail. But you take off the cover, you're gonna see the bulb inside there. But I figured it feels like it's right there about to come out and it just won't. All right, well, just to let y'all know the tool that finally got the job done. You wanna be real careful because look, that's glass, but I got a pair of pliers and widened knob so you get a good level teeth, and that allows you to get a little bit more traction to pull it out. Let's go ahead and pop this sucker in, the new one. And if you look up there, you'll see how it lines up the two prongs. All right, we got it pushed in there. And be careful pushing it in. There isn't really a click or anything. You just kind of have to push it in till it stops. Here is the after, of course. Here's the before. You can see how much brighter it is for one. Look at the glare coming off this and the video compared to this. Way brighter. You can see here on my hand, just being over here, it's way brighter. It's more of a true white. And you move over here, look at that, how the color of my hand changed warmer just because of the orange light. Go from a true white, way brighter. And remember, this isn't even their bright bulb. They have a level above this. So the true white instead of the ugly orange. I'm gonna go ahead and replace this one and we'll take a look. All right, we got the other side done. Way brighter. I mean, look at that. Wow. Definitely added brightness to the interior. All right, well, let's get started on the footwell lighting next. You can see it's incandescent back here. Little before action for y'all. All right, we all can see the light on this side. This is the driver's side. There's the pedals, of course. Light up there's bulb we're gonna place. You can see it's real yellow. We do want to make sure these aren't, you know, bi-directional lights. We want to make sure when we plug these on, we have the LEDs facing downward, of course. Well, after some time, I finally figured out how to access this bulb. You're gonna see, you see the little push thing right here. You use your interior pry tool, the end with a fork, and just pry that down, and you'll get access to how to take off the light. This is the driver's side. You're gonna see how it's wedged in there. You've got a push thing on each side. So we wanna push those together and it should release. One side, there's the other. Okay, now we have access to the bulb. We're just gonna pull that out carefully. It may be hot. Then we'll put in our new flat style LED bulb. Make sure, of course, it's pointing down. You should push it all the way in there. It looks like the little diodes or whatnot should be about equal to the edge of the mounting bracket there if you've got it all the way in. And it should just pop in. Yep. And we'll put everything back the way it was. And there we go. Way brighter. Let me turn off the light on this. Here's the after. And of course, we got the other side, still has the incandescent. Look how dark it is on the camera. All right, and we'll come over here. Look how much brighter that is. Way better. And as I said, it's a true white. You can see all that I need to vacuum in here now.
That's nasty.
But I'm gonna go ahead and get to the other side, and then we'll move on to the trunk and the glove box. All right, well, hopefully this side gives me a little bit easier access, and it doesn't look like it is going to. So see if it's the same kind. Yep, it's the same kind, and it's further back this time. So that's gonna make it more fun. Let's see. Looks like we've got the same push pins though, or whatever you call them. All right, well, got a metal pry tool. Might make it a little easier. Oh yeah. Helps to have the right tool. Here we go. Hopefully. This one's got some foam around it. Just make sure you put it back afterward. It's just to protect everything in here, probably from the heat. So we're just gonna push in, same thing as before, push in those tabs. I'm just pushing in one side and it's releasing it. And it just pulled through the bottom. Awesome. So we didn't even need to do all that. Okay. Well, same thing. We're going to pull out our bulb, put our other one in, new one in, make sure the LEDs are facing downward. Make sure you push it all the way in. It will be a little snug getting in there. There it goes. As I said, it'll push all the way back where that diode's just about equal with the casing there. Make sure we get in the right spot. There we go. There's the after. Way different. Well, as y'all can see, I've already got blue LED lights in my trunk. I'm going to take them out, put in the white ones just to show you the difference. Just knowing stock going into it, you're going to have a little bulb in there. It's the same concept. It's spring loaded both sides. Alright, well, once you get the cover or assembly off, all you're going to do is you're going to see a little metal thing here with two things. Pull up on it. Be careful because this is bendable or whatnot. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and release it from the power. You're going to have a little push system there. Push down on the tab and then pull out the wire. Then you're going to get access to this. And as I said, it's got a little spring mechanism in here. All you're gonna do to change these out is push down on that spring, which is gonna release your bulb. Then you'll put in your new one, of course, make sure it's facing outward. And get it on the prongs. Plug it back in. And that didn't work. So that tells me I've got it backwards. Just take it back out. Flip it around the other way, you should be good to go. All right, there we go. So you put your cover back on, pop it over, test it real quick, plug it in. Works great. You're just gonna pop it back in its place. There you go. Way brighter than the stock one. The stock incandescent is horrible in the trunk. And this gets so much, let me turn off the light here, so much better lighting as you can see in the trunk area. That's it really for the trunk. There's no need for me to do the other side. It's the exact same as this one. Just repeat this step on the other side. You should be good to go. The trunk one's the easiest one out of all of them. All right, well, next one up is the glove box. Because there isn't two sides, only one bulb, I'm just gonna have to rewind the footage to give you all before and after, but I will do that. There's only gonna be one bulb we're gonna be installing. And you can sort of get a glimpse of it right there. Not sure if there's a cover on it or what. We'll see when we dive in there. But here's y'all the before. And here's, I've got the light off on the GoPro. Here's how much it lights up the glove box area. All right, well, to get that one out, just to let y'all know, I ended up using the pliers again. Y'all just be really careful because these are glass and I don't want to hear about anybody, you know, tearing up their fingers or shocking themselves with the metal pliers. Just be extra careful, please, when pulling these out. But all I did was I got the pliers in here like this, and then just kind of kept pulling on it, pulled it out carefully, and it popped it out of there. So next we're going to put our new bulb in, and it looks like this is bi-directional. Doesn't matter which way you put it because it's got prongs on both sides. I hope I'm right on that. We'll see. But if you do have a problem, just take it out, reverse it, and it should work. And I didn't pay attention to how it lined up. I think it's going crossway. Ooh. It isn't, but it is one direction, omnidirectional connection. So as you can see, I plugged it in one way, it didn't work. Then I unplugged it, reversed it, and it worked fine. Way brighter. Wow. Look how much brighter that is. Here's y'all the after, and I'll show y'all now the before. Here's the after. And I'll show y'all the before glove box. And here's the after. Big difference. Wow. So that's it. I mean, I think the only thing, yep, the only bulbs I have left in the whole car that are not LED is the light bulbs in here, which I think I can actually change out. I may do that just to complete it. And the headlights, of course, on the car are still the stock.
Well, as you can see, I mean, it 5 minutes, you know, in an interior pry tool, and you can get these replaced fairly easy in the car. There isn't really much to it. Something real cheap you can do for the car, you know, like I said, it extends the life of the bulbs, gives it a lot cleaner look, and it'll burn less battery power for you. But that's all I have this week. Thank you all for watching my videos. Please hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.